All right, welcome. About to set up. Still goofing around with different stuff. I'm probably gonna fish deep today. Got some stuff tied on from the other day, but I've got some other techniques I'm gonna try. A little bit of drop shotting, I think. And I've got some slow pitch. Gonna try my best to avoid the flounder. For this summer, I'm about at a dozen flounder, so I've really put in a lot of effort to avoid flounder stuff. Gonna focus on a little bit of top water, drop shotting, deep jigging. Probably deeper than flounder should be, but you never know. This is flounder in areas you wouldn't expect. Learned that a couple times now. We keep this thing ready to fire away, but it looks like it's save my energy for another day. Try a slow pitch instead then. It's not a toadfish. Oh yeah. The summer hits keep on rolling. That's a ribbon fish. You know what? To go with the ladyfish being real good. These guys are also excellent to eat. Creepy, creepy fish. They are well renowned as king mackerel bait, but you can eat these guys and they are excellent. I'm gonna keep a couple. Haven't eaten them in a few years. And just like the ladyfish, they're excellent. They're kind of fun and weird. What a creepy looking thing, huh? Yeah, just Elias summer trash fishing, as some would say. But yeah, it's a ribbon fish. They've got gnarly teeth. They can cut leader pretty well. But they have real mild flavor. I'd say they're somewhere across between a pompano and a Spanish mackerel. Oh, that jig got bumped. It's not a toad, is it? I'd be really surprised if that is. What? Juvenile gag grouper. Let's get him back quick. That's pretty cool. There's some juvies around usually. These slow pitch jigs are fun, man. Silly fishing. I'm gonna try drop shot. Rigged this up last night. It's like maybe this is gonna help me catch some drum and other stuff. Pompano, right? Just working it real gently. I don't want it to tangle up or anything like that. So, got a Savage Gear shrimp on here. So. Couple bites on that shrimp. Oh no, he was bound to show up, I think, unfortunately for me. Yeah. It's not that many at least, so it's one good thing. It's a drop shot Savage Gear flounder. It's a good one, man. I mean, they're hardy as long as you don't gut hook them. But yeah, I'm just hanging this shrimp off down there. It's kind of fun. You know, I always thought the toadfish wouldn't come up off the bottom to grab something, or it'd be very rare. So. Lesson learned, I guess. toadfish has been hooked by somebody else. Old kale hook, I think. Opened up. I think I got away from the toads here, thankfully. The only problem is not much else, it seems like. Oh, look at that. Not as big as I remember them as a kid, but it's the biggest one I've caught in a while. You know, 12 inch. When I was a kid, 18 inches used to be the size. That's a decent one of those guys. Very long time ago, yeah, you could catch some 15, 16 inch croakers in many places. Where I grew up, they used to show up in the summertime, but they stopped around 2012, 2013. We stopped catching the big croakers there. Not sure what that first bite was, but it felt big. Okay. I think I might have hooked more than I bargained for just now. I think I hooked the pancake here. Maybe it's a drum. Might be a drum. Shark. Wow, look at the size of that bonnethead shark. Is that a bonnethead? Oh, let's try to get him up to at least show the camera. Or it could be a scalloped hammerhead. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle him safely. Is that a bonnet head? Let me try to get that hook out safely. I don't know if I'll be able to. Things are always messy to handle. Okay, let's see if we can do this. It's gonna be hard. I've heard these things are edible, but honestly, not too sure I want to find out. See if we can tire them out enough to handle him. These things just are very hard in that regard. It's a cool looking fish though. Yeah, this is why I don't like dealing with them. I'm trying here. I don't like dealing with any gray fish. They always give you this problem at the end. New structure. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, come on, man. Do kind of. I just want to get the hook out of him. It's a small hook, thankfully, but still at the same time, rather not leave him with him. He's gonna go crazy if I touch him, isn't he? Okay, cool. I think that's a bonnet head. He's got some teeth. Only got one hook there, so maybe I can get him with a little bit of luck here. Please, 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 please. See ya. Slow pitch bonnet head, that's kind of cool. Those sharks only eat crustaceans, I believe. Like, very rarely will they eat cut bait and stuff like that. I think those bonnet heads are one of the few sharks I actually like, because they don't seem to interfere much, right? Not like black tips and spinners and duskies. If you're not targeting sharks become a problem, right? But those bonnet heads, really only a few things are going to end up eating. Shrimp, but you know, most people won't be fishing shrimp in the summertime probably. To catch them on a jig's kind of cool. I've caught black tips on jigs occasionally. That's probably what I missed on the first pass through that area too. So I had a bite that was before a little black sea bass hit that felt pretty sizable. I'm guessing it was a bonnet head. You know, it's summer doldrums. If it's big, it pulls pretty good. It ain't dangerous, fine by me. Gonna try some long drifting now. A couple series of ledges behind me, and then I'm gonna try to look at some different stuff. Not much going on, guys. Found some really small gray trout, really small, a lot of really small fish the last hour. I'm using some really small jigs now. Waiting for the tides to slow down. Just enjoying a nice day out here though right now. It's probably the hottest I've ever seen this water consistently out here. 87 is like, wow. All right. Please don't give me the flounder. Oh my gosh, that's a fish? Oh, it's a toadfish. Oh man, that's funny. Thought it was a rock, it wasn't budging. And then it started moving. And guess who it is? Oh man. Years ago I got invited to commercial fish a little bit for a toe tog. Those oyster toads used to fetch decent money. I think, you know, really the market was to keep them alive. $7, $8 a pound. Not talking $7, $8 a pound for a toe tog. Back then the toads were probably $4 or $5 a pound. So probably now, probably $7, $8 a pound. You had to keep them alive though. And for the most part, they were easy to keep alive, so. All right, we're taking off the plastics. I think we knew that was gonna happen, but we were in a little bit of denial. Thanks, Mr. Flounder. I think I was in denial that that might happen. Our flounder season opens September 15th in saltwater. We got like a really bizarre thing going on. I was reading, we're gonna get like a 14 or 15 day season in the freshwater areas. Areas controlled by the WRC. Only problem with the WRC controlled areas, for me in the kayak, oh, they're loaded with gators, some of them right now. At least the ones I think should have flounder. Really, the only thing I don't like with the gators is you start handling fish on the kayak, they start getting really curious. All right, let's make a little move then. One last move. I'm hoping maybe the shrimp, DOA shrimp, might not get the flounder treatment, but we'll find out right now. Speak of the devil. Say my name. It's like, boy, I haven't seen a bluefish all day. It was one of the few thoughts I had. All right, well, you know, gonna be home for a while. One says I need to try bluefish again, so I'm gonna have nothing better to do than exercise my culinary skills with this bluefish. That's what he's spitting out, tiny little shrimp. Big fish, guys. Oh, broke me off. Didn't see what that was. Pretty big fish either way though. I think that could have been another bonnet head, right? All right, busted off one fish. I think that could have been another shark, man. They've got some teeth, so he could have got me. He got me up high. Let's try a bluefish. It's been probably at least 4 years since I cooked one up. I don't remember liking it, but I kind of want to try it again to remind myself. This outgoing tide was so slow, man. So I put in a long day, bounced around a lot. Water's 87 steady with the outgoing, so some storms look like they're coming. Probably when this uploads, if they came, well, they did come through then. So hopefully the fishing's probably gonna totally change at that point. It's been a tough summer with really just a long heat wave. But I had some life today. That bonnet head shark on the jig was interesting enough to me. Just something I don't really bump into a whole lot. This is the jig I'm using. And I've been just kind of messing with these the last month. Having a good time with them. Seeing what you can catch on them. That other mystery fish, which I think was probably another shark, but I don't know, he came right up to the surface. Could have been a drum though. That one ate a DOA shrimp. Not too much life on outgoing tides right now. So, didn't catch, I really worked my hardest to not catch a lot of flounder. So I kind of fished silly stuff that would hopefully hook less flounder. Seems like that worked out. I only had 2 flounder for the day. All right, let's get out of here. That's something real big. I think that's a dolphin. Maybe a manatee? I don't know. See that big boil there? I've seen a couple manatees this year. I think that might be one that I just ran over there. I don't know. I think that might have been a manatee. That would have been the second one I saw this year so far here. There's a couple of those guys around. All right, well, let me get out of here, guys. So I haven't eaten a ribbon fish in a little while. Last time I did it, I staked it up and it was good. I think I'm gonna try it filleted up and like pan fried skin on, so. Yeah, these things are wild looking, man. Never tried to fillet one of these things before, so there might be a more efficient way, so I apologize. Yeah, this is more efficient. Just get on the backbone there. Slice down. Yeah, the other way I was doing it was kind of silly. You'll lose a little meat with this particular way, but you know what? Just for such a small yield, why bother? Especially as you get down to this area. Okay, so that's the ribbon fish right there, right? 0 pin bones on this guy. So it's one of those ones that you really wouldn't expect this to be good. So this is a 1 to 2 pound bluefish. He was gorging on shrimp, as you saw. Oh crap, guys, I got a hawk on my fence. Look at that. My dog is going nuts. Now, I have a question for the bluefish aficionados out there. Do you typically cook it with the skin on? I was thinking about trying it with the skin on this recipe, but I don't know. I don't want to scale it and then take the skin off. Okay, pin bones. And try to trim out this bloodline to the best of my ability. This is definitely stronger. All right, so I was thinking, what do we do with these ribbon fish? So I rolled them into pinwheels. And I was thinking, you could stuff them with something. I don't know. But I think what I'm gonna try to do here, right? All right, I just stuck a couple, I'm gonna stick a couple toothpicks through here. So it holds together nice and firmly. That's what I was trying to do right there. So there's no bones in this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flour and fry it and then think about the next time I do ribbon fish and how I'm gonna do it. Garlic, an onion, little rookie move. I touched the corner of my eye with these red peppers. And then I thought I rinsed my hands thoroughly enough to then rinse the rest of the corner. Somehow I got the whole eye that I did not rinse out properly. So anyway, we're good. We had a slight delay there. Bluefish here and a piece of pompano just in case the bluefish is inedible to our standards. And, all right, half a can tomatoes and just for fun, some capers. All right, it's been about 10-15 minutes. I think we can start laying our fish down in here. Let's try bluefish, first time in a long time. So that's pompano over there. That's gonna be for me and my wife. Downplayed the expectation of what dinner was gonna be. I was like, well, one fish you didn't like last time we did it. And I generally don't like it, but let me try it a different way. I haven't had it in a while. So in tomato sauce, here we go. Spicy tomato sauce. Got one way I remember. This is how I had it as a kid. It's pretty good with the smaller bluefish. That's not bad. All right, that cuts out the texture issue I don't like. Anyway, the ribbon fish pinwheel. So just hammer in with the teeth, right? That's really good. Not because the ribbon fish has no bones. Bread it and fry it into that pinwheel. The ribbon fish pinwheel is awesome. So the bluefish came out great too. So, you know, making the most of some hot days. We got a storm coming, so I think everything's about to change. But the ribbon fish, kind of a fun looking fish, and they taste great. So let me get back down and let's enjoy dinner. Guys, thanks for watching. Check the video's description links for everything used. I also have I'll do in the next video, mention it again, but headed back to Costa Rica, November 28th to December 4th. I think we need 2 more people for this trip. You want to do some fishing in Costa Rica out of a kayak. It's mostly exploratory because there's not really necessarily a kayak fishery in this part of Costa Rica, so we're all feeling it out. Now that's kind of part of the fun, is just mystery box it, see how it is. Do have obviously some help from captains and stuff, but to see what the kayak fishing actually is like, we're doing it. So it's really fun to just what's out there. So anyway, ribbon fish pinwheels, bluefish, hey, that all worked out this time. It's the first time I've smiled after trying bluefish in a while. So catch up with you guys on the next video.